and you wake up with that mindset, that tenacity mindset, that is the thing that leads entrepreneurs to so much success. Hey buddy, there are 3 types of people in life, and you're probably gonna wanna know which one you are. I'm gonna explain it, and then I'm gonna show you how to be the best type of that person in life. Hi, my name is Ballantyne. I am the author of The Perfect Week Formula. If you don't have that book, I'm gonna show you how to get it at the end of this video. But listen, the most important thing is that your mindset is the key to your success. I was reading this article yesterday about the greatest entrepreneurs, the most successful entrepreneurs, the richest entrepreneurs, and it all came down to one word that separates them from everybody else, and it's tenacity. The willingness, the ability to, when you get knocked down, to get back up. And that's one of the things that we will see in the most successful people. All right, so there are 3 types of people. And I've discovered this from coaching over 1,000 entrepreneurs and high performers just like you. So right now you're thinking, okay, Craig, which one of these 3 types of people am I? Well, you know what? Let's start with the middle person first. I kind of self-select into this one. I'm the type of person, I'll call myself a normal person. You can debate that amongst yourselves, but listen, I believe I'm a normal person. I have a normal perspective on life. You know, when I go out there, I'm gonna have good days, I'm gonna have bad days. I ride the ups and downs just like you do. Now, I'm pretty good at having the tenacity to come back from getting knocked down. So when I coach my entrepreneurs, I ask them one question. That's why you're probably wondering, why is he wearing this 11 out of 10 shirt? Well, the thing is I ask my clients every single week, I say on a scale of 1 to 10, Rob and Tanya and all my entrepreneurs, how would you rate the last week? Between 1 and 10. And most people, like you and I, we're probably gonna think, oh, you know, it might be a 6 if it was bad, an 8 if it was good. Sometimes we'll have a 9 or a 9.5, but we'll never feel like, oh, it's never a 10 and it's never a 1. That's the average approach to doing it, and that's like you and I. It's always gonna be around that 8. And that's a good place to be. You want to be on that level pretty much all the time. You don't wanna be the person who hits the panic button. So the panic button entrepreneur, well, you know what? They're always gonna be struggling. And you've heard me say that before, stuck and struggling. Combine the two, and you get a struggling person who's always hitting that panic button, right? The big red panic button. And every time something goes wrong in their life, maybe, and I've heard this so many times before, this one entrepreneur, Rick, he had a team member quit on him. And he said to me, Craig, it was a 1 out of 10 week. Oh, woe is me, my life is so bad. And I'm like, whoa, slow down, my friend. And if you've ever felt this way, where it's like everything's going against me, it's a 1 out of 10 week. Listen, understand that that's not a 1 out of 10. Like a 1 out of 10 and just had one bad thing happen to you, or where you had a refund in your business, or you had one person say some nasty comment to you on Instagram. If you let that hit you and keep you down, that just shows you're lacking that tenacity. And so I said to my friend Rick, I said, Rick, listen, if this is a 1 out of 10, what's gonna happen when you actually have a bad week, when you get punched in the stomach, and we all get punched in the stomach as entrepreneurs? What happens when you have problems at home and your girlfriend leaves you? What happens when your dog runs away? And those things happen all in the same day. How are you gonna respond to that? And if you respond to that, person leaving your company is a 1 out of 10, when all those bad things happen, you're not gonna have the resilience to come back. And you all know that one of my favorite books is Relentless by Tim Grover, right? Relentless is talking about that resiliency, that tapping into your dark side, which most people say, no, never go to your dark side. Yes, you gotta go to your dark side. You gotta be obsessed. You gotta be focused. You gotta be willing to get up when things are down. So don't be that 1 out of 10 person. And if you're that 8 out of 10 person, there's still another level that you can get to. And I call this the 11 out of 10 mindset. And it was really good for me to meet so many of my coaching clients. They basically self-select into 1, 2, or column number 3. And I have about 33% of my coaching clients, whether they're making $100,000 a month or $10,000 a month, they are always a baseline of 11 out of 10. That means even during a bad week, they are still better than the average person. And the more and more I work with these people, the more I see that they're the ones that are being successful. They're the ones that, even though they don't have the greatest resources, they become more resourceful. Even though they don't have money, they figure out how to get it done. Even though they have 3 kids and 2 dogs and 1.7 jobs and all these things, right? Things that this person would see as an obstacle in life. No. They look at all of these things as challenges, not problems, not obstacles, not things that are going to hold them down. And so every single week when I ask that question on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your week? The people in this column, the average answer, I'm going to give it a green because it's so great, is a 16 out of 10. That's right, 16 out of 10. Their baseline is an 11 out of 10. If Marcus or Ron or some of my most positive coaching clients ever say to me, Craig, it was an 11 out of 10, then that's when I know that they've had a rough week and they've been knocked down, but they're still better than all of these other people. And they're, again, the ones that are getting more results in life. So here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to make a list of all of your challenges in life. You know, maybe you don't have enough time to get everything done. Maybe you don't know the next step. Maybe you don't hang around positive people. You're in a negative, toxic environment. Well, listen, if you're in that situation, you're always going to see things in that negative light. And you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be struggling. You're going to be stuck and struggling. And in a year from now, you will not have made any progress. So what are the solutions to get out of that? First of all, you must hang around positive people who make you play up a level in life. That is so essential. When I see these positive responses from my clients who, again, could be making $10,000 a month, could be making $100,000 a month, could be doing $300,000 a month, it reminds me like, hey, whatever problems I'm going through, these guys have a much more positive mindset and I get out of that too. And I always say to people that the teacher learns more than the student. So as a coach, I love being a coach because when I give you advice through these videos, it's reminding me to take that advice and change my own life. Plus, when I hear how my clients are overcoming adversity, how they're getting past, a death in the family or a problem in the business, I'm like, dang, that is an amazing piece of advice. I'm going to be able to share that with you watching these videos, with my coaching clients, in my coaching emails, and on our coaching calls, and at our mastermind groups. I'm going to be able to download 1,000 entrepreneur success stories to you. And that's how you're going to have the huge breakthrough. And then next, the most important thing is that they have a blueprint to success and accountability from a coach who holds them to that blueprint. So if you don't have somebody who's holding you to making a change, who's encouraging you every day, who you can go and lean on in tough times, well, listen, if you're doing this all on your own, you're going to be very frustrated. And I tried to do that for a long, long time. So back in the day, when I had my anxiety attacks, I was a 1 out of 10. If you've never heard the story, I was so anxious, I was so frustrated, I was burning the candle at both ends, I was working too much, I was staying up too late, I wasn't living right, I was very hypocritical in my actions. And I was a 1 out of 10 and I checked into the emergency room twice, and I don't want that to happen to you, which is why I've written my books, which is why I've put together my plans, which is why I share all of this information in videos like this, okay? So you will never be a 1 out of 10 again. You will never even be just an 8 out of 10. Today I want you to adopt the 11 out of 10 baseline mindset so that every single day you wake up with gratitude, you wake up with a blueprint, you wake up with accountability, you wake up with positive people in your life, and you wake up with that mindset, that tenacity mindset that is the thing that leads entrepreneurs to so much success. And when you have that in place, my friend, this is when your business is going to accelerate. This is where you're going to go from making $5,000 a month to 10, to 20, to 30, to 50, and not just in 2 years, but in the next 90 days. So here's what you're going to do next. I told you before we had the Perfect Week Formula. It's a free book. You go to perfectweekformula.com. You grab that book. That book is going to release the chaos from your life. It's going to help you get more structure and more freedom. It doesn't matter if you're somebody who is an entrepreneur, doesn't matter if you're a digital nomad, doesn't matter if you're a C-suite entrepreneur or executive, doesn't matter if you're a busy parent, doesn't matter if you're an author, doesn't matter if you're an online coach or course creator. It's going to open up so much time in your schedule so that you get more done, you make more money, and you shift your mindset from that low number on the left, all the way to the highest number possible. And it's going to change your life, give you the freedom that you want. So go to perfectweekformula.com right now. Start there. Once you get through the book, send me a message. My email is in the book. There are worksheets in the book that you need to fill out, and then send me a message. And then we'll get you into the next level coaching program so that you can be one of my clients who's hitting that 16 out of 10 every week because they're making $100,000 a month or more. All right? So I'll see you on the flip side. Go grab that book at perfectweekformula.com. And remember, every single day that you're above ground, you're an 11 out of 10. Start there, my friend, and everything's going to get better every single day. Peace.